Ndeba ekene munu. Asim kochiri yazelu. Once again, good morning, good afternoon, good night. Depends your time and your location. You are joining us today at Eastern News 24. Asim meka chukwu okabia mapuru miye niile gozie unu na-eme ihe niile Biafra ya ana. Ana Maazị Nnamdi Kanu onye ndu ya pụta na mkpọrọ. Ise, ise, ise. All right. Thank you once again for joining us. Today we'll be moving straight to the what we have in the studio. All right, today, our able PM, the Biafra Prime Minister in exile, Maazị Simon Ekpa, Genti Kinu his reply to Emeka Livingston. All right, Genti Kinu his reply. I'll reply to Emeka Livingston for coming to Biafra headquarters in exile. After that CCTV camera, Genti of more, I'll reply and Genti Kinu for Waria. Because sometimes, menu, I gonna do no why if you do to a gem. Because today I hear three to fuck up Emeka Livingston. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Get to Kini Foku. Alright, over to you, my able Biafran Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Over to you, sir.
And after all, they can never see a people like us. So united, so organized. We must continue. Thank you very much. Happy once again. I love you for tuning in. I really appreciate your presence here. And you can request for the mic because we are not going to be talking to ourselves. We have to really interact, Let's treat on the topic about this Biafran police. If you were on the program yesterday, you can talk about how you feel about the way our chief of police handled every question that was thrown at him. And if you have something else to talk about, you are free. It's just good morning, Biafra. Although we are in the afternoon right now from my location, this is 12:53. This is good afternoon, Biafra. So I have to put up that topic because it is coming from my location. So Wanyoma, you want to speak? Go ahead, take the mic. It's all yours.
I'm sorry, I have to come back. I watched the program very well, and I thank God the type of people that is now in this thing we are doing. I just thank God Almighty because the chief of police, he answered every question correctly. So, and I'm happy to hear him say that anybody that is in the zoo police initially, before he or she will come over to them, we undergo more training. He even went as far as saying half-baked police force, that we are not force. We are not going to use the word force. I'm happy to hear him say that our police will live amongst us. I'm very happy also to hear him say no foreigner will come and police any place, that it is for the indigenes to police themselves so that they will know who and who. So the man answered the questions correctly. I'm very happy, honestly. I was very happy listening to him. So, Biafran people, Biafra is here. Let us bring out anything we have. And I'm happy to hear the news that we have been given from 501c. So, if you are supporting the Biafran cause, know that your tax return is coming. Let us come out, please. Let us join hands. It is now or never. Biafra is here. I can smell it. Honestly, I can smell Biafra around me anywhere I am. And I want to go home. I want to stop running. I want to go home. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you, my beloved sister Wanyama. Thank you so very much. I don't know if I had that part that he is even they are even going to recruit anybody from Nigerian police. I don't know if I had that part because I don't think I want to hear that part.
Yeah.
Nobody from the zoo.
Hello.
Nobody, I tell you.
Hello.
Yes, go
He
ahead.
he said it.
Go ahead.
He actually said it
Okay.
because somebody said, how will he do it? He said any Nigerian police man that wants to join them will
Mm,
undergo more training
mm.
because they don't want to give us half-baked as they are doing in the zoo.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Mazugo, you're here. Thank you very much, Wanyama. Thank you very much, Wanyama. Of course, they will undergo serious training. If some other person had that part, please let me know. Because if you ask me, especially, I will say, Akazu, Lafa. Make the hand of zoo be far from us. Anybody that has been part of Nigerian police should not come near. Don't come near. If you ask me, oh, yeah, me,
I
I go
beg,
say I
make
don't
you
need
no
them.
come near anybody that work in zoo police. I know what's up. Make you run.
We must continue. We must continue. Yes, King Onwuka, you are welcome. You are welcome. You can pick up the mic and speak to your friends. Thank you very much. Appreciate you coming in.
Thank you, Chineke, ezigbo mmadụ. Thank you, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure to be here.
Our ladies, hold on, Kungonguka, hold on. Our ladies, please request for the mic. We want to hear more of your voices. You know, your voices creates balance to what we are doing. We just can't be with your male voice. Oh, you know what I mean? Come and create that balance. We need you here. Okay? Like we hear the voice of Umanyoma now, we are happy. We want to hear more of your voices. Come on, please, and speak to Biafrans and the world at large. Thank you very much. Go ahead, the king.
Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. It is very, very imperative that in every organization, in every circle, women are highly needed. Na ndị Igbo si na ihe ọbụla a na-eme na nwaanyị anọrọ ya naghị enwe isi. So we really need our women to come up, to step up. That's very encouraging one. Good man. I don't really know where they really headline, but I am going to speak from the one I see on this jumbo trunk, taking down the Biafran flag by a baboon. So that's what I call that guy. That guy is a baboon. Nobody should refer him as a pastor. He's just a baboon. Jealousy has eaten him so deep that he's still living in denial every day. This is just to tell you, if what Emeka is doing now, he's not doing it, then how will people know that most of these guys that parade themselves as pastors, they are evil men? They are not genuine. They are so wicked. Emeka is a pastor, as he claimed. Upon the evidence is everywhere about what our prime minister, his cabinet are doing together, and Biafrans at large, because everybody is in his own department. Good man, you always hear every day, making sure that people who does not know that Biafra have existed before, that people who does not know that it's a country called Biafra, they are aware. The avi of a guy that left our space now, most of these guys, they are not aware of the impunity. They are not aware of the carnage. They are not aware of the evil going on in Nigeria. But the awareness has been created to the extent that nobody can deny the obvious. So in the face of every good thing, our prime minister and his cabinet.
Avi still here with us.
Okay, Avi.
Avi still here with us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Avi, for coming. Thank you for still standing by and listening to our message. I believe you will always look for someone else to tell. Now that you have known about Biafra and you have known what Nigeria represents, Nigeria is all about doom and destruction. I hope you can always tell somebody that is next to you or close to you, this is the plight of the people of Biafra, and this is what Nigeria is doing to them and to the rest of humanity in Africa. So what I was saying about Emeka Livingston.
Uh, Avi is even planning a space whereby he will attract Nigerian, attract other people, and then we can actually discuss something like Biafra, you know. We can actually discuss Biafra. In this guise, he is planning the space for the sake of Biafra, but he will plan it in such a way that he will attract other people to come in so that we actually discuss that issue that is the devil in us. You understand?
I have visited his, I know him before now. I have visited his space twice or three times, myself including the first and the Ifan Nwora. We have visited his space. His space always come that late night. Yeah, I visited his space. He's a good guy and he's doing a good job. He's one of those people who is still creating awareness in his own capacity. So what I'm trying to say is, let me make it short to allow somebody else to come in. Emeka Livingston, my message to Emeka is this. Because you are living, you are in exile. Because, excuse me, anybody who is not living in his own country is on exile. Because you're living in exile in the United States of America, you've forgotten that men like you sacrifice their blood to make that place worthy of living. Now you are in US now, gallivanting. So you think you can do anything you like to Biafrans. And we don't know your family. We don't know anybody that related to you. Because if Emeka, he knows the consequence of what he's doing. Because Emeka did not only insult our prime minister or the cabinet. Emeka stabbed at the chest of every Biafra, every indigenous person of Biafra. Emeka stabbed us all. To go to our headquarters and remove that Biafran flag is a step too far, and he must be punished. I have sent a message to our prime minister, and I hope he reconsider my proposal. Enough is enough. To what end must all these guys be doing this to us and we keep quiet to them? Time has come for somebody to pay a price. I'm going to speak in my dialect. Kwamgbe ofeke na-eli nke dibia. Kwa ofu ụbọchị ka dibia likene nke ofeke. Because we can't continue this way. We can't continue this way. There is no justification for that guy to go to Biafra Republic government in exile headquarters in US to go and put down our flag. I hope everybody will condemn that act. And we can as well send a message to our prime minister. Emeka must never go free. Because Emeka is not living in Biafra land and they think they can do anything. These guys have done enough damage that we can't just keep quiet anymore. These guys are busy living in another man's country, and they are destroying and killing our people, giving the names of our people to our enemies for kill. What more could they do before we say enough is enough? Even if we can't reach them, we can reach them indirectly. Maybe I will stop for now. Thank you so much. Good man. Continue the good work.
Thank you, my brother Kilowoka. Thank you for that, your submission. Emeka Living Dead. I've been Dead Snake, whatever his name is. I didn't know who was the actual person that went to the Biafra Republic government in exile to pick up our flag. I didn't know the actual person. I'm hearing it from you now that it's Emeka Deadstone.
Yeah, yeah. 1 minute, please. 1 minute. Our prime minister posted it already. He was Emeka, and his video was there as well. He showed his face. He was the one.
Okay.
You will hear his voice, and you'll as well see his face. See his babu face. He was the one. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. I didn't watch the video. I just read the script. I didn't watch the video. But Emeka has gone too far. He has gone too far. I think he needs to be taught a lesson so that it will deter others who think they can just be trying to play around what we are doing, because we have gone beyond playing. We are in a very serious life or death issue. That is what is facing us right now, and you cannot just go around and be playing around this. No, we cannot tolerate that anymore. We have to use him as an example to others. Treat him, and then it will serve as a deterrent to others who might want to go in that direction. That is what we are going to do, and we must do just that. You have to request for the mic. You have to request for the mic because we have so much to talk about. Our freedom is dancing around us, and we must dance along with it. I tell you, we must dance along with it. So request for the mic. So you speak to the world and to Biafrans. Mazi Chukwu Kadibia, I missed you so much. It's really been a while. I heard your beautiful voice. It's really been a while, and I would love to hear from you once again. If you have the time, I know you are very busy, but if you have the time, you can speak to Biafrans
Please,
and to the world at large.
please,
We must continue. Yes, Mars, you go.
yeah,
You have the mic. Go ahead.
yeah. Good man, please, dear friends, I greet you all once again. About the flag that was taken down, it wasn't the so-called Emeka. It's one of his sponsors called SM Prince. Please. The video is there. It's all over the place. It's only that I've not got the time to post the video, but the video is there. It's not a secret. He did it openly with a video, and he even said that the people that hang the flag are nobody. They are not existing. Um, but one thing we must remember is that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who hoisted the flag, even if American flag, I am not American, for instance. If I will hoist American flag anywhere in this life, in this world, even outside, even in the dead, land of the dead, um, I don't believe that any American, any living America or demon America, even a demon called American, will not go to put down that flag. Because pulling down your own flag means your own nation is not standing, and you have made yourself an enemy to that nation. So he was saying that the people that hoisted the flag there are not Biafrans. But I'm making it clear that it's not just that the people are not, it doesn't matter who hoisted the flag. But what matters is that the flag was brought down. And whoever brought down a flag of any nation is an enemy to that nation. So it is clear and obvious that he, the so-called prince, Ezem, that is Ezeha, and whatever, I think, I don't know his name, but he's Prince Ezem, the one that have big nose. We call the one that's snob in America. The one that with big nose, his nose. He's always in the program with the so-called Dam Sokoto boy called Kelechi and Emeka. They're always there. You will know, you will see him. He's Prince Ezem with big nose and fat face. So he is the one that
Prince
did it.
Ezemi Hanacho.
Yes,
Ezemi Hanacho.
yes, that's the Mihanacho. So he is the one that did it. The video is there. He posted the video bragging that nothing is going to happen. But I don't know what the government in exile want to do about it, or if they are going to allow it to just pass, go by as the other ones has gone by. But whatever happens, I just want Biafrans to know that it's not everybody that is telling you we want Biafra to come. This person is not doing it right, that really want Biafra to come. Because it doesn't matter, even if China Sanworu, I know I hate what he does. Chike does them, even Ikenga, hoisting Biafran flag, I will not bring it down. So it's not about the person that hoisted the flag, but it's about the flag you brought down. You mean you brought down your own nation because you don't like the people that hoisted the flag? So many questions are surrounding it. Are we really Biafrans? Because you're living comfortably with a second-hand pickup in America that is so cheap, and you think You are free in America because you're living in a land that somebody else has sweated for, spilled their blood for, sacrificed their lives and generations for. You are living on other people's sacrifice and sweat and labor, and therefore you don't want any other person to be free because you're opportune to find yourself in another man's country that their ancestors, their fathers, their generations in the past has paid the price with their blood, with their suffering, with their imprisonment, with their torture. And then now it's your own turn to bring up your country, to open the eyes of your people to see really what you are enjoying there, for your people to enjoy the same thing. And all you could do is to tear it down. And you think it shall be well with you? You think it is well with you already? I tell you, many people will suffer what we call karma. Many people are going to suffer what we call karma. And the many are yet to see this karma, and the many are already harvesting the fruits of the karma. I will hang it here. Thank you, my brother. God bless us all. We move.
Yo, thank you, my brother, the Biafran voice. What you said about the guy who said the people that hosted the flag, they are not Biafrans. It is sheer stupidity, an act of sabotage and wickedness from such a fellow. Because does it matter who hangs the flag? Does it matter who gets you Biafra? Is it not that you should find yourself in Biafra that matters? It doesn't matter who hoists the flag. You should be proud that your flag is flying somewhere in a foreign land. It doesn't matter who gets you Biafra. You should be proud that somebody is getting you Biafra. So he is a saboteur and he is a wicked man. And the wicked of the wicked shall slay the wicked. So he will pay. He must certainly pay because the spirit of Biafra will slay him. We must continue. 3 million children were starved to death for the sake of Biafra. Our ancestors were killed for the sake of that flag that he touched, he ventured to touch and uproot. He will pay because they will never spare him. They will never spare him. From that moment that he removed that flag, he has removed his life spiritually from the land of Biafra. Biafra has rejected him. We must continue. Thank you, my brother. As you go, I will give the mic to our brother Chukukadibia, whose voice I have not heard for several days. I don't know how long I have missed his voice. He must speak to us, and we must hear him today. You're welcome, my brother Chukukadibia. Thank you for tuning in, despite your busy schedule. You're welcome. Go ahead, you have the mic.
Good afternoon, Mr. Goodman. Good afternoon, good morning, good night, wherever you are. As you say, I've had a very, very busy schedule, but I'm doing my very best to work behind the scenes. As we say, Ekeroreke. So even though I've not been online, but I've been working behind the scenes effectively. The reason why I wanted to speak is not just because I could call you and speak to you. I wanted to add, to interject, to although listening to everyone, including Biafran Voice and everyone who's spoken regarding the matter of the flag, because it's a very important one. The flag is our symbol. The flag is our dignity. The flag is our pride. The flag is our life. The flag is our symbol. But the way I look at it, I'm going to look at it both legally, culturally, and spiritually. If I'm given, I'm not going to take too long, but I just wanted to pour out because what is done is can someone mute their mic, please? Thank you. What the gentleman has done, or I can't call him a gentleman, but what that brother has done, or whoever the culprit is. That's why when the last time I
contributed on Twitter on our Prime Minister's handle was I was encouraging them to put a CCTV, and as I can see, there's a CCTV, so there's an evidence. We live in a civilized world. We don't live in the zoo. And in the USA, where my mother just turned 90 years old last Friday, who is a citizen, they go by the law. So let me talk about that. I'm not a lawyer, but I've got that common knowledge just to assure some of our people here, so we don't just, so they can understand that things are going to be taken care of by the Prime Minister and his cabinet and the legal team. There's going to be a charge, I presume, which will be touching up on trespassing. Trespassing in the USA is not a crime in terms of, it's not, in the USA, just for general knowledge, there are two types of crimes. One is a felony and one is a misdemeanor. Misdemeanor means a small crime. You don't normally go to prison for that. But a felony is a more serious crime. So, but trespassing with intent can become a felony and can become a serious crime. But all that will be dealt with the Biafran government in exile, led by the able and capable and trusted leader, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and Madam Azoka, who is based in the USA. That man will be dealt with. Like you all say, like everyone have said here, King Onwuka, everyone that's spoken, Wanyoma, and also Biafran Voice. Just started listening because I have a meeting in the next half an hour. Okay, so everyone is right. So those who will listen to this program later on, just to reassure you, we will make a scapegoat out of him. An example has to be made out of him, because Biafra is not a joke. Millions have died. Millions, thousands. People are dying daily, unjustly. And he has touched the lion's tail. And he will be dealt with in a very civilized manner, both legally. And at the end, I know that Mazi Simon Ekpa and Madam Azoka and the cabinet and the legal team will make sure going forward that there is a restraint order on him, meaning he will never come around there about 100 meters around there. If he does, then he'll be going to jail. So we must put an end to that. Like the English say, nip it on the butt, so that people will learn from it. This is not Nigeria. This is not our zoo. This is a country that we are yearning for, a country of law and order, and it must begin from afar. I don't want to talk about him. Anybody who turns against our struggle is inconsequential in my own book. If tomorrow I turn against our struggle, turn against Simon Ekpa, turn against autopilot, I should be regarded and treated as inconsequential. Having said that, his act is what we are talking about. We're not talking about him. He doesn't exist. I don't want to talk about him. If I open my mouth and tell him something, he will not wake up the next day. He will commit suicide. I'm not lying to you. I can use my mouth and do it, but we're not going to do it that way. Let's do it legally. Let's set an example of him, so that the message will be sent around the whole world, every nook and corner of this world, that you don't mess with Biafra or any symbol. Even when you find our flag somewhere, you should take it to the nearest place, to be kept. Our flag is sacred. Everything about us, passport, driving license. So having said that, on the other side, because I don't want to take too much time, I know I've not spoken for a while, so I'll just, still on that matter, on the cultural side, I don't think he's a Biafran. It's one of those whose mom or somebody or dad has been a Janjaweed. A full-blooded Biafran will not do that. A full-blooded Biafran will not do that. And it's not alone. Many of them, they are acts. We will do a DNA test, including myself. Everybody must be subjected to DNA. And if we have to accept you on probation. And finally, before I hand over, so that you can continue your exceptional, consistent, resilient work you've been doing, I need to talk about another point that was raised earlier when I started listening, and then I'll hand over. That point that I've raised, that I want to talk about, is just an opinion, you know. I might come across the way I come across, don't worry about it. If you think that they have only one in Nnamdi Kanu, they have about at least 1,000 in Nnamdi Kanu. If you think they only have about one Simon Ekpa, they have about at least 1,000 Simon Ekpa. If you think they only have about one Madam Azuka, the lioness, they have about 1,000 Madam Azuka. If you think they only have about one Biafran voice, they have about 1,000. If you think they only have about one good man, what I'm trying to say here is that people should not underestimate Biafra. They should not underestimate us at all. Wherever we are, we rise to the top. We start from the bottom, just like the Northern leader told them. We come with a bag, and the next thing we are the boss. There's nothing wrong with that. And that's why every tribe, I say this, I'm controversial. That's why I don't like coming online. One of the reasons I've taken the back seat online is I don't want to affect, distort, or become a controversy. I want everything to keep flowing. So I'll be listening. I also, just to reassure you, good man, I might not come on, but later I listen to the broadcast. 3, 4, 5 hours I do. Listen to it if I don't do it live. So what I'm trying to say here, last 30 seconds, and I hand over. Ace, sorry guys if I'm taking too long because I've not spoken for a long time. One thing I would like to assure Biafrans is that because of our ingenuity, because we are so blessed exceptionally, that's why we're hated by every tribe in the world. And we need to realize that, just like the Jews. But it doesn't stop the Jews from dominating. Keep dominating. Don't worry about the hatred. Don't worry about the jealousy. Let us keep our eyes on the goal. And what's the goal? If some people are talking about Obi as their mandate and call themselves Biafrans or IPOB, they are deluded. Don't worry about them. The real IPOB that supports Nnamdi Kanu, whether dead or alive, will never support P2OB. We never give up Biafra for P2OB. Fact. So let us stay focused. Keep listening to people like Goodman, Biafran Voice, and all of them. Every of those people who have been elected to do an exceptional job. Let us keep supporting them. Let us cut down on envy and jealousy. Let us cut down on, oh, it's not me, why him? Let every sentiment, let us put them aside right now, and let's get this wonderful country. Let's get this wonderful nation. And then everything else will be sorted. I yield my mic, and I pray that Shock Biafra will continue to guide every one of us and protect every one of us in all our endeavors, and let us keep marching on. Thank you, and God bless you, good man, and everybody else. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, my brother, Chuku Kadibia. I want to really appreciate you for tuning in today. Despite your busy schedules, you found out time to be with us. We have really appreciate that. We do appreciate that. And please, I want to make an announcement quickly because I needed to let everybody speak, but our brother had programmed a space before now. And because I don't always want the space to be empty, I had to pick it up this morning. And although late in the morning because I had to come out look for bread, but now it is on, and I think it is the right thing to do to put this place down, and then we all move there so we don't start creating sentiments. Okay, so please, I wouldn't let anybody go on again. I'm just putting it down right now. that I want to say. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Whatever you have to say, there is still enough time. We will still pick it up again and talk about it. Okay? So please, I want you to understand. Just please understand. We are doing this. It is just one family, one focus, and one goal. So if you don't speak, you can always speak. But we have to move over to the other space and encourage our brother who is also doing the needful. Thank you. Elohim bless each and every one of you. I really appreciate you for tuning in. We will continue. We will not stop. We will continue. From me, from you, it is good afternoon, and we have to switch over now to the other space. I love you all. I love you all from the depth of my heart.
All right,
I
thank you
do
once
love you
again,
all.
and I'm so
Bye
much
for now.
happy for una seeing how our able Biafra Prime Minister in exile, Simon Ekpa, replied to Emeka Livingston. Enough is enough. I chose kwam ye in yours. Emeka Livingston, enough is enough. All right, once again, and I nekenu once again kunu se so era ni ai na-eme. Asikwa ka Chukwu ka be nwachukwu ụmụ Biafra biko nu. Anyị nchara na-ebu n'ofu. Owule nwanne ya melu ya gbaalụ. Ana m ekwusi ike na this platform. Ka anyị lapụ na ị na-asịsị na nwanne anyị na-eme nke a na-eme ihe ọzọ. Our common enemy is zoo, is Fulani. Simple. Biko ndị ododo. Iwe onye ọbụla dajuo onu. Biko Pastor Emeka Livingston, Kabalu made this video. Your Biafrans and also apologize to Simon Ekpa. Biko. Alright, thank you, and may Chukwu Okabema bless all the Biafrans, all the lovers of freedoms. May Chukwu Okabema bless Mazim Nandekano, bless also Simon Ekpa. Stay tuned at Eastern News 24. Kemesian on the bye. Thank you so much.